Hi everyone, I wanted to give you all this vlog of my road trip in Georgia. So we were in the car for 8 hours and it was only supposed to take 6, but we did stop at Buc-ee's. I got some chips and I was really getting tired of being in the truck at this point, so I had a muffin, obviously. And this was like when we were beginning to see mountains and stuff, which is really cool since we live in Florida and everything is flat. So we were amazed. And then we finally got into Helen, Georgia, which was such a cute town. It looks like something out of a fairy tale. I mean, just look at that. It looks so cool. And I love this lake. You'll see later in the video, I got a better video of that lake. It was so pretty. This was Unicoi State Park, such an amazing park. I loved everything about it. It was beautiful. It was just the perfect place to be. And this is the setup inside the tent. My sister and I slept on the top bed, which is kind of like a little tree house. It was really fun. We had our backpacks. There's my sister. She did not want to be filmed. I filmed her anyway. And yeah, I played some Roblox and then we went to bed. Day 2 was a lot of fun. I look dead in this clip, but I was really excited. I brushed out my hair and I did my makeup outside using my iPad as a mirror, which was something I've never done before. It was very fun though. I enjoyed it. And then we went on this hike in the campground and we saw this little creek, which was just so beautiful. I loved how you could see the water with the little rocks on the bottom. So gorgeous. The hike was a lot of fun until we were told that there was bear sightings in the campground below, so I did get really scared with that, but we had already read the little like bear safety manual and what to do to prevent bears from coming into your camp, and if a bear came up to you, you know, all that. So we knew we'd be fine, but I was still scared. It was a still beautiful hike though. You could see the lake below and all the trees. It was just so aesthetic. I loved it. This is my favorite video in this whole vlog because look at that lake and the mountains, beautiful. We got in the truck and headed to a hike to see Anna Ruby Falls, which was the highlight of day 2. I loved these falls and the hike up there was completely worth it, and you got to see so many like little mini waterfalls along the way. This is Anna Ruby Falls. It was gorgeous. I loved it. I would definitely recommend checking this out if you're in the Helen, Georgia kind of area. I don't know exactly where this is, but it was like an amazing experience. Then we went to the gift shop and I got a long sleeve shirt. It does not look flattering in this because I didn't have a way to hold it up, but it was very cute and I'm excited to wear it. And then we headed to this place called the Jumping Goat Cafe, or Jumping Goat Coffee and Bar Tasting Room, looking for a Starbucks. We put Starbucks in the GPS and we ended up here. Look at this view. This was labeled as Starbucks in the GPS. I do not know how, but we are so glad that we ended up here. It was amazing. The views, this was my favorite part of the entire trip because of these views, and the coffee was amazing. So I'm glad we ended up here. And then we had some dinner, which was chicken fajitas with salsa, pasta salad, and it was super good, very tasty dinner. We watched some YouTube videos before bed, and the tent looks really cool with the lights on this clip. Day 3 was very exciting. I went to the bathroom and there was a spider on the toilet, which was terrifying. And then we packed up camp and headed to Tallulah Gorge State Park to camp there for the next night. We stopped and found an actual Starbucks in Ingalls, which that name is hilarious, but I got a mocha cookie crumble frappuccino and it was delicious. My mom wanted to look at this like thrift mall, antique mall thing, and I hated every minute of it, but I survived. And then we went to Dillard House, which was an amazing restaurant. The views were insane. There was a ton of food and it was great. I didn't film a lot because it was so busy, but definitely recommend. It was such a cool experience and I ate way more than this. I just didn't film it. Dessert was the best part, obviously. We got back and then headed to the lake at the Tarora campground to swim. Tarora? I don't know how to pronounce that, but it was in Tallulah Gorge State Park. This view was amazing. The water was so refreshing and cooling. You can see us in the middle there. We got back, built a fire, and the best part of camping is the s'mores. Even though they were gluten-free and dairy-free, because my sister and I have allergies, they were still amazing s'mores. I did burn mine and set my marshmallow on fire a couple times, but my sister blew it out for me because what else are siblings good for? This s'more was so good, the best ones I've made yet. The sun was setting and you can see our setup off to the side there. Really cool tent thing. It was awesome. Day 4 was our last day and we headed on a hike around like the Tallulah Gorge State Park area. I don't really know where we were going, but you could go down to the gorge floor. We didn't, we kind of just hiked around. I don't know the specific names of like where we were or any trails, but I know that we started on the South Rim Trail and kind of went around to the North Rim and back to the campground. This view was insane. I just have no words. If you look closely kind of in the bottom or the middle of the video right now, you can see the suspension bridge that we're going to be going on soon. Still amazing view. I just can't believe it. The trail down to the suspension bridge was 680 steps on these funny looking stairs. They were a lot. Me and my mom were struggling, but we made it up. If you look where I just zoomed in, that's where we were looking out a couple clips ago, which was super cool that we walked all the way. But I was really tired by the end of this. The view was completely worth it though. You can see my dad is heading down to the suspension bridge now. I was freaking out as someone with a fear of heights, but I wanted to prove to myself that I could do it, and the view was amazing. This is overlooking the last lookout point, at least on our hike, because we were very tired at this point, and we began heading back, but still a beautiful view. There's just like all the steps and where we had come from. Then we headed back to the campground because this is when we started to pack up. I was very tired. I'm not an athletic person, so I was done. And still amazing views, even on the hike back. We headed back, packed up the truck, and got on the road for another 8-hour drive back home. We got some Chick-fil-A, and I love this trip. It was so amazing. I'm so thankful that we got to go on it.